It was encouraging the other night from both sides of the court. I liked our aggressiveness early on the defensive end. Obviously, things get out of proportion a little bit when the ball doesn't go in. We saw that both ways last week, and yet I was very proud of we were assignment sound. I was really proud of our physicality. And other than a few missed blockouts in the second half and opportunities to crack some people, I thought it was very solid. I thought offensively it was pretty matter of fact. I thought we got the ball where we needed to. I liked our balance, both shooting threes and getting the ball in the paint. And then the second chance points were terrific. And then our initial thrust was very good. Trent's doing a great job of pitching ahead. He's doing a great job of pushing the ball, putting a lot of pressure on defenses, and that was that was important. It was an important piece of that game. Wisconsin's playing as well as anybody in the country right now. Obviously going on the road to win at Thompson Bowling against Tennessee, and then obviously at Ohio State, getting one of the 3 road wins in conference play. And it's a veteran team. You start looking at Trice and Rivers and Brad Davison and all the guys that are impacting them. They're all playing great, and they struggled a little bit early. I think maybe with identity and their roles changing a little bit different now that Happ and Iverson and some of those guys were gone, but they've settled in quite nicely. They got 5 guys in double figures and shooting the ball exceptionally well, and that's something we've got to try to be very cognizant of heading into this one.
Wisconsin is described as very physical. That seems like a lot of Big Ten teams. Are they especially physical?
Yeah, I don't think it's any different. I think it's what they do. I think they're really good at walling you up. I think they walk under you with their hands up and use their chest exceptionally well. Brad Davison is an extremely physical guard. The one thing that I think they're doing a little bit different this year is they're posting a lot more. Davison, Kobe King, those guys, Aleem Ford, those guys are becoming their post players rather than an Ethan Happ or an Iverson. So it's a little non-conventional in that your guard's going to have to play post defense. But yeah, they're physical, and as a lot of Big Ten teams are.
Should Trice versus Trent be one of the marquee matchups to watch this season?
I think it's Trice is shooting it awfully well. I think he's a guy that you've got to keep in front of him. You've got to make his attempts at the 3 challenged, and but it was a good matchup last year, and it should be all that again this year.
When they've got guards at the post, what then becomes necessary for your guards that maybe aren't as used to be defending in that spot?
Yeah, it's something we obviously spent some time on in practice, and it's not just a one-on-one matchup on the block. There's some ball pressure responsibilities and accountability that have to happen. There's it's something you got to do your work early and get to a spot before them. But it's a challenge, and you've got to make them shoot hard shots and try to knock them off their spots a little bit.
Is this a team that you can maybe run against? I know a lot of times teams dictate the tempo of how you play, but is this a team that you can get out and run against?
Well, I think many have tried. I think it's a team that we had some success last year, with tempo, and I think the one thing that you've got to understand is sometimes you may have, like last year, I think with 5 or 6 minutes to go in the first half, we had 20 points. Our tempo was terrific. It's the thrust. You can't just get walking it up. I think they're 350th in the country out of 353 in pace of play. So how they're going to play. It's just a matter of you can't try to force that issue too much and challenge bad shots. But you've got to have an initial thrust that could maybe knock them on their heels a little bit.
In league play, you're number 1 in the Big Ten defensive efficiency. How would you judge where you're at, maybe based on your expectations and just the whole process of your defense?
Well, I think we're continuing to grow. I think that's the one thing about this league is every night there's a new challenge, and you go from 7-3 and 280 to and those two post players at Purdue now to pick and pop guys that can really shoot it. So it's a constant challenge. It's constant information for our players to do something a little bit different. And yeah, we've been very pleased. I think we've forced Purdue into the shots that we felt like we wanted them to take. It's a collective group of guys, and the connectivity's been much better because you're only as strong as your weakest link on the defensive end, and our chemistry and our communications become much better.
You said